score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. L.J. Collier in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 3.
Kill.
We got 3. Kill.
We're good. I threw it. Ready. Move.
51's to Mike. 51's to Mike. There we go.
Ready, set.
Throwing now is Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Check. Fresno.
On first down, it's Carson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, tuck the ball for him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze leads this one with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Amendola. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Breeze. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 31, check 31.
Hey, easy.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Brees' throw on target to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it, because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Now Brees finding Kamara, and now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brees looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
That's caught. It's Thomas. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Now, Brees again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Makes the score Saints 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Touch 50, touch 50.
56.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Will tie the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Throwing again. Wilson, left side complete to Lockett.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And the Saints, first down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Sammy! Who that?
Breeze to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Amendola, he was the intended target.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
5-8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 15. Check 50. Check 43.
You kill. Shot.
Shotgun now for Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now, 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That goes for a gain of 31. Now Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Throwing on second and long. Wilson, and we say it all the time, have to be able to. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Brees going to throw. Throw right side of the tight end of Shaughnessy. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Brees. Amendola catching it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Brees now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Brees. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Working from the gun, it's Brees. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brees. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Danny Amendola, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This time Wilson will throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play there out of Kamara. 51 yards on the ground. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Opposite. Let him. Hey, easy. Watch the screen. 51's the mic. Hey, wahoo.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here.
Hey, team 6. Check 99. 5-1. 51's Mike 51. Pick me up. Hey, Delta. Ready, touch.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got it. Check. Watch 54.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Slow down. 56.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Go.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Breeze. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 15 yards on the play. First down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Again, they'll throw to Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
21.
Breeze is looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Kill. Mike 51. So don't say nothing. 5. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Check.
There's Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Y'all waiting? All day. You got to kill. You got time right there. 5-9. Hey, Haywood. Mike 51. Under. He's trash. Let's go. Ready, set. Undercrush.
Breeze now. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. Brees going to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Greystone, travel. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, watch it. Watch it. 0-2. Go.
Brees now to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I think